Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of We Are Forza podcast. Today we have Russell slash SGR ChaosFox. They are a streamer, content creator, and driver for Scrubs Go Racing. So, hi, Russell, how are you?
Hi, hello. I'm doing good. You?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Well, thank you for being here and talking to me today. So, let's start with some questions about Forza and what Forza is in your life. What's the first Forza game you have ever played?
The first Forza game I ever got my hands on was Forza Motorsport 2. I had a really old Xbox 360. I got it secondhand. I put like about 3-4 months into the game. I liked the livery editor. I had a lot of fun with that. I didn't really play it online. And the reason why I say I only got about 4 months into the game, unfortunately, as all the older Xbox 360 consoles tended to do, I got the red ring of death, and that's a whole nother long story. There was a local chain of stores where I sent the console in to get fixed,
Yeah.
and it ended up being a scam. So
Oh no,
yeah,
no.
so it wouldn't be until uh, I didn't play another Forza game until right at the end of 2011 is when I got another Xbox 360. Got an Elite 360, the nicer one, and
Okay,
that's when I got into Forza Motorsport 4, and the rest was history.
okay. What's your favorite car?
My favorite car,
Yeah.
my ultimate dream car would be. Now everyone knows me for liking Mitsubishi Lancer Evolutions. My
Yeah.
favorite one, the cream of the crop, is they came out late 2000. The Lancer Evolution 6 Tommy Mackinnon edition. That is my ultimate dream car. I would love to own one day.
Okay. Is it hard to get this car, or it's too expensive? I mean, it's hard to find, or it's hard to have enough money for buying it.
The way Lancer Evos are shooting up in price because they're not legal to import into the United States
Ah, okay,
right
okay.
now.
Yeah,
But the way I see Evo 4 prices are, which are already going wacky, I'm probably
yeah.
never going to be able to find one. But the Tommy Mackinnon editions were low volume to begin with, so I'm
Okay,
probably not.
understand.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah. And in Forza, is there a favorite car or is the same car? I don't
Uh,
even know if this car exists in Forza, being honest with you.
the Evo 6 is in the game, and it does have the right front bumper for the Tommy Mackinnon edition. I've made
Yeah.
so many clones of it. Um,
Okay.
it is definitely one of my go-to cars
Okay.
in various Forza games.
Okay. And as a racer and a driver, what's your favorite track?
Ooh, that's a bit of a toughie. I've always had the best luck
Yeah.
at Road Atlanta. I could
Okay.
lap Road Atlanta for hours,
Okay.
or Road America. Those I can't decide between those two tracks, but I love those two tracks.
Okay. And do you have a least favorite?
Oh boy. Um, if I were to say least favorite, definitely from Motorsport 7 Dubai.
Okay.
I can't stand it.
Okay. And you are not the first one who says it to me, so there is a reason. But surprisingly, the Road of Atlanta is a track that not everyone likes.
Oh no
A
no
few,
no!
uh,
I've heard a lot of people hate it,
yeah,
but I
yeah,
love the flow of the track. I love the
yeah,
elevation changes. I've
yeah,
always had my best races there,
yeah.
and for the longest, actually, I still do it when I do boot up at Forza Motorsport 7. It's my test track, and that's where
Okay,
I test all my tunes.
okay. I understand now. Well, we are all different, so we like different things as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And when did you realize you were a guy person? When you realized that you like cars?
Oh boy. As far back as I can remember,
Mm.
as far back in my childhood as I can remember, I've just always remembered this fascination with cars. Of course, being a little kid,
Yeah.
I had lots of Hot Wheels, Matchbox, and even Micro Machines. I'm really showing my age here.
Yeah.
Um, and it was always like just kind of like, oh, cars. But I really started, I think, around the age of 7.
Yeah.
I started actually remembering the names of cars, paying attention to what they are,
Yeah.
and I remember, and this is what absolutely kickstarted
Yeah.
my love of cars was when on cable TV, or at least my family's cable plan, this channel called Speed Vision
Okay.
came about, and I found it just during one summer. I I don't remember like exactly when I found it, but I specifically remember it was a highlight of from that year the BTCC British Touring Car Championship, and
Okay.
I was just fascinated. And the next show came on, and it was more motorsport I never saw before, and it just
Uh,
one show after another, and that was it. I was just hooked for life.
okay. Okay. Oh, I think it's very interesting to hear my guests telling me how they realize they have this passion for cars. It's most of them start as a child, is or some come from the parents, mostly the father that was liked cars, or they like the yeah. It's nice. It's we all have something in common.
Yes, no, that
Yeah.
very much indeed.
Yeah, I think there is no one that has told me they start to like cars as a teenager or a young adult. They were all children, and that's nice. I think, yeah, we already know what we like when we are the small kids.
Yeah, that fixation will do it for you. Then we just latch on to what we like and
Yes,
take it
yes,
from there.
yes. Now, a question that maybe people have to think a little more. What does Forza mean to you?
Forza is kind of like a nice outlet for me to, uh, be around cars that I normally can't be around because, well, it's a video game. That's the wonder of it.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
um, it's allowed me to make really cool like content, whether it's like, I make liveries, tunes, or, just spending time with friends. I've been in various leagues,
yeah,
and it's been a nice outlet to like meet people
yeah.
um, through the good and the bad. And I very much, everyone knows me, and I say this a lot. I have a very much love-hate relationship with Forza, but
Yeah, I think we
I
all have
just,
it.
yeah, I just keep sticking with it, and I don't know.
Mm.
I want to see the franchise do good, and I just
Yeah,
keep playing the games.
I guess you are looking forward to the new Forza Motorsport next year.
Yes,
Yeah,
I'm trying not to get my hopes up too much. They're
yeah,
promising a lot of things the community's been wanting
yeah,
for a long time. Uh, I'm 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 trying to hope for like the bare minimum of things to be better than how 7 was, but I really want the next motorsport game to be really good. And whether or not I do the usual thing and I buy, the big old premium pack and everything,
yeah,
either way, I more than likely I'm gonna get it and see how it is, and
yeah,
hopefully it's good.
yeah. Do you play any other racing game besides Forza?
Yes, there's a big handful. I'm also a big Gran Turismo fan, which shouldn't
Okay,
be any surprise.
okay.
um, Another one, I haven't played it in a while, but I was big on Wreckfest for a while. That's
Yeah,
another fun game you can like play with
yeah,
like a bunch of friends and just waste hours on.
yeah.
Um, Anything recently.
Oh,
Nothing new recently, but like those two specifically, I
okay,
love.
okay, okay. No. So let's see here. Let's talk a little about what you do in the Forza community. So, like I said earlier, you are a streamer,
Hmm.
a content creator, and a driver for Scrubs Go Racing.
Yes.
Uh, and you also do deliveries for cars, and uh,
Yes.
and I think you also take photos and tunes. You, because you said you also tune cars, so you do almost everything in Forza.
Yeah, I try to get my hands in just a little bit of everything. I do not claim to like be the best at anything.
Yeah,
I just enjoy what I do. The liveries, I started trying to make liveries back on Forza Motorsport 4, but I didn't really
yeah.
have like a connection to like a team or league
Okay,
or anything at that time.
okay, okay.
And I didn't play 5. I never had the game. Oh, I technically do, but that's a whole different story. But
Okay.
I got back into the series with 6 when I got
Yeah.
the new, the Xbox One console. I started
Yeah.
getting back into liveries. I didn't put as much effort as I used to, but then 7 came around, and that's when I started finding, the leagues um, and everything, and I started like, hey, I can actually make liveries for the teams that I'm with, and that's what kind
Yeah.
of kickstarted me getting back into it, making all the little assets I need for liveries, sponsors, whatever, and just overall, just finding new things to do and just finding my own style with it and everything.
Yeah.
Mostly I just do them for fun now,
Yeah.
and I like to recreate my own, or as I'm known, that person who keeps making Advan liveries on everything.
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I also I started getting better with tuning a few years ago,
Yeah.
and I don't know what it is about Horizon 5, but just I've gotten the grasp on how to tune in that game really good. My
Yeah.
pace is really good in that game,
Yeah.
and that's why I'm on it so much. But yeah, I like to do the photography.
Yeah.
I've been doing editing.
Yeah.
I've been getting into editing. Kind of wish I got into it earlier, and
Yeah.
just it's just it's just stuff to keep me occupied. It's fun. It
Yeah.
lets me interact with new people,
Yeah.
communities, and everything. And
Yeah.
I mean, that's why I do it. I just want to have
Yeah.
fun and enjoy cars.
Yeah. So in your team, the SGR, you are so your what you do in the club is you are a racer, a driver. You don't make liveries or tunes for other people, or you do also.
Um, Now, Scrubs started off as a Forza team. We still
Yeah.
do dabble in Forza. At like the peak of when I joined, when we were still doing Forza, I was one of 3 people who would actively make liveries for the team if they needed anything.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, Tunes, my knowledge was kind of, especially Motorsport 7. I would kind of fend for myself with tunes, but I wasn't like the person to make tunes for the team. I'm really known in SGR for being content creator, streamer. That's my main thing.
Yeah.
I tag along with like races in various things that they do. Not as much anymore.
Mm.
And liveries, people still know me, in the team for making liveries. But if anyone needs one in Forza,
Yeah.
I'll be more than happy to make whatever I can for them.
Okay. Okay. And do you stream on Forza or also other games?
It's mostly Forza, but I do stream other things. I
Yeah.
loosely categorize myself as a variety streamer, but
Okay.
as I put it, I love sticking with like car racing games. Like
Okay.
anything to do with cars and racing, that's my main thing.
Okay. Okay. It's and then Forza. When we talk about the you stream Forza, you right now you mean Forza Horizon, or you
Yes.
go okay.
It's mostly been Horizon 5. Like I've streamed myself making liveries, making decals, I've even built tunes for people on stream that need something. But what people like to watch my streams for is I'll go into public lobbies and
Mm.
people tag along with me and we just go race in public lobbies together.
Okay, okay. And now I have a question. Do you think it was easy to become a competitive driver? What I mean is, do you have? Did you? Oh wait, I will start again. Did you have to practice a lot to be competitive, or it's something that for you was just easy peasy? Like I don't know. I'm happy if I finish the race, for example. I'm never in the top. So how is it for you?
At first for me, like my pace, well, like when I started getting into the competitive stuff, I was always like above average.
Yeah.
But that, that's when I learned like, like, oh, I'm decently fast. I could probably
Okay.
hang with these people. But then when I realized my pace was far off a lot of
Okay.
the fast competitive people, especially in the Forza Motorsport community, I was like, oh boy. I
Okay.
want to say being around that community after like a year and a half, my pace definitely got better. I was way faster than when
Mm.
I first kind of stepped into it all.
Yeah.
I'm still not like, you know, the fastest of the fast, but I'm a lot faster than what I used to be. My pace is a lot better,
Yeah.
and the fact that I was able to improve
Yeah.
my racecraft, how fast I am, how quick I can be, and all that. I consider that the accomplishment rather than like, oh, I'm not, setting leaderboard times or I'm not winning like Torah events or something like that.
Okay.
The fact that I improved and I got faster at my own
Yeah.
pace and I
Yeah.
did better than when I started, that's a win for me.
Yeah. That I totally agree with you. It's if we are all fast, so there is no reason to
Yeah.
do a competition because we all have the same time. No, it's true. I think it's because okay. If I talk about myself, like yeah, I am not the fastest race ever that exists in the. But I know there are people that are a little slower than me. But I am also very happy that I say I don't use any assist when I'm driving. So yeah, it's hard to make a curves, the corners, and control the car mainly when this where we drive. But I said to myself, I will not be a fast driver, but I will not use any assist when I'm driving. The only thing I use assist is I needed to drive an automatic gear when I
Ah,
play Forza Horizon. When I play Forza Motorsport, I change the gear myself. But Forza Horizon, I just I can't. I tried. I just get so confused. There are so many buttons and
ah,
so many trees because I hit all the trees in the game.
that's
And I
understandable.
I think it takes so long. I don't know why when I play Forza Motorsport I am able to do manual gear, but in Forza Horizon I am not able. It's just I don't understand why. It's a mystery that I don't know why. It's yeah.
Uh,
Maybe someday I
well, just
will.
like you said, everybody's different.
Yeah. But when I do rivals in Forza Horizon, I go in manual gear because yeah, I mean there I think I can make like a 300,000 laps.
I'm
And
guilty of the same thing, so I understand.
but I don't even get a nice time anyway. It's I don't know. I really don't know. I keep trying, but I can never be fast enough. But it's okay. I'm fine the way I am. When I'm racing with my friends, if I am able to finish the race, I am happy because I do race with a lot of very fast guys. So I'm happy when I finish the race. Even if I'm last one, I'm just happy that I finished the race.
And that's what counts.
Yes, exactly. I don't need much to be happy in my life, and I'm happy about it. Yes. How do you think? How do you like to be part of a racing team? It's nice to have people that support you, people you can have ask an advice. How do I do it? Tips and whatever, or you can help new people that have just start racing. How do you feel about it?
I've been on both the receiving end of being asked for help and asking for help myself. My SGR has been great as far as like support. Um, there's a good handful of people on there who are decently fast in Forza, but unlike the last team I was in, there's none of this immense pressure. It's very laid back. It's very easygoing, and I've always liked that about the team. And any kind of help that I need, anything that like I would like need advice with, they've
Mm.
always been there to help out, and they've
Yeah,
always been extremely helpful.
yeah,
It's the main reason why I'm still with them.
yeah,
They're all my friends, and
yeah,
that's why I love staying there. Um, but
yeah,
and some new people, because Scrubs isn't like a huge team. We very rarely bring new people on.
yeah,
But when there are new people, if anything that they need, we will be there to help them out, and I love
yeah.
that about the team.
That's very nice. That's a very welcoming team. Um, because on Twitter sometimes we have a lot of Forza drama.
Yeah.
So, but I have never heard anything about SGR. That's why. So it's nice to know that not all teams have a huge drama. But drama is part of a life. So sometimes it's nice with some drama.
Yeah. I can safely say, like, my time at SGR, I've never seen the team get involved with anything, and that's probably one of the things I like about them. It's just you
Yeah,
never see them in, whatever thing is going on in drama, going on Twitter. That's all drama fueled, and people are angry. You'll never see
yeah,
SGR in that.
yeah. That's good to know.
Yes.
Now let's talk a little about your streaming. When did you start streaming? Did you always start on Twitch or you were on Mixer before?
I started off on Twitch.
Yeah.
I started like late in 2016. I started giving streaming a try.
Yeah.
I switched over to Mixer. Actually, it was before Mixer was Mixer. It was still Beam.
Okay, I
And
didn't even know that Mixer was not
yes,
Mixer before.
um,
Mm.
Beam was what Mixer used to be, and
Okay.
and Microsoft acquired them when they were still called Beam. And
Okay.
I remember this big update for the Xbox One where they
Mm.
integrated Beam into the operating system of the
Yeah.
Xbox, and
Yeah.
that's what caught my attention. Um, my partner at the time
Mm.
told me, she used to use it, and I was like, and the big appeal to Beam was the almost like, actually, no, there was literally no delay between you playing your game and talking to stream, and when
Okay.
the stream hears it, it was like not even half a second. It was super quick. It made Twitch look so bad at the time.
Okay.
Um, and I'm like, ooh, and it's integrated into Xbox. Maybe I could give this streaming thing a try. And
Yeah.
I was doing, Forza Motorsport 6 was out at the time, and I'm like, let me give this a go. Let's just kind of see where it goes. And for years, I think about 3 years, I was streaming just on my Xbox. I didn't have an overlay, I didn't have anything,
Yeah.
but I still accumulated a decent following. And I noticed, like, after 3 years, my channel wasn't growing, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go back to Twitch. And right at the end of 2019 was when I decided, let me go back to Twitch and see
Yeah.
how that goes. And within a week, I got affiliated. I was like, oh, that was quick. and um, and that holiday, that's when I got my new computer. I got a new capture card,
Yeah.
and I got affiliated on Twitch. I got my
Yeah.
new setup going.
Oh,
and my streaming channel just pretty much did like a complete 180, and I haven't looked back since.
okay. Yeah. And you stream daily? How many times a week so people know?
I back then I used to kind of stream whenever. I didn't kind of keep myself to a schedule. I really wish I did.
Mm.
It was just pretty. I tried to do like 4 or 5 times a week,
Okay.
which unfortunately led to me getting burnt out.
Yeah.
Um, Nowadays, I don't stream during the weekends. I just limit myself during the weekday.
Yeah.
Usually when I get back from work and everything,
Yeah.
and at most I'll do like 4 times a week, but on average I stream 3 times a week,
Okay.
and it's great.
Okay. It's okay. Oh, just for everyone that's watching and don't follow Russell yet, all the links will be in the description here. So you know where to find Russell. Okay, so now let's talk about something else. So when I was talking to you before, you said that you are known as a streamer and that you are a safe space for anybody LGBTQIA plus community,
Hmm.
and so it's a place for everyone who wants to enjoy Forza, so they know that if they are in your channel, they will be safe. It's a safe place. But my question is, how do you think that the Forza community welcome people from the LGBTQIA plus community?
Um, I'm gonna be completely honest. It's been like kind of a mixed feeling, although as of late it's been a lot more positive. When I first kind of like poked my head into the competitive league communities and everything, I
Yeah.
noticed somebody like me
Mm.
was like, I really didn't see anyone else like me, which
Okay.
like not to say that I didn't meet any good people. Like I made a lot of friends. I made a
Okay.
lot of friends. Made a big enough impression and everything. Um, but I decided, if I'm going to be in this competitive kind of thing, and I was putting it on my stream channel, and I even streamed a bunch of league races that I did. I did a lot of stuff with Tora, and I streamed it. Like I specifically remember back in 2020,
Yeah.
Tora did their NAFCAR league, which is their take on the 24 Hours of Lemons race, and um, and I streamed a lot of my races,
Yeah.
and my friends, my followers, and everything. That was like their first kind of like peek into like, oh, this is like a community organized league kind of thing with Forza. Oh, this is cool. People started asking me like how to get into Tora. Are there other leagues and everything?
Okay.
And a lot of people, because they're queer like I am.
Yeah.
They were nervous about kind of going into those spaces if people are going to bother them, but they saw
Yeah.
me, and I tend to be very loud with my
Yeah.
personality.
Okay.
They felt more comfortable, like, hey, if Russell can do it, maybe I should poke my head into it. For example, one of my good friends, Andy,
Yeah.
got into competitive Forza racing because of me, and he never played any kind of hardcore racing game, like not even a simcade like Gran Turismo or anything. The
Okay.
last racing game he played before jumping into Forza Motorsport 7 was Mario Kart,
Okay.
and he wanted to get into Forza because of me. And there were a
Okay.
lot of other people and friends of mine who were like that and wanted to get into it because of me.
Mm.
And Andy went from like in a year to us, training him like everything that I knew with like techniques in the game, how to tune your car, to the
Yeah.
point where like during the weekends I would do like track day lobbies and go sell all the cars and have him follow me around various tracks to try to
Okay.
match my racing line, and he would learn
Okay.
techniques and everything.
Okay.
He in 1 year he went from like really struggling to get a part of the game to he's just off doing his own thing in other racing leagues, and in about a year he actually won his first championship
Wow.
in the racing league, RBHM, Racing Buddies Historical Motorsport. Yeah, he participated in a championship, and
Yeah.
in his division, he won after like a year from going to never playing Forza to wanting to play because of me to winning championships on his own.
Wow. And how do you feel about being an inspiration to someone?
It's it is a very satisfying feeling.
Yeah.
It's a very nice,
Mm.
sometimes overwhelming feeling, knowing that
Yeah.
like people are now passionate because of this thing, or they're being more expressive about this thing that they're passionate about. And they're like, yeah, it's because of you, and I'm like, thank you. Just it's great, and that's why like I make my channel the way it is.
Yeah.
Whether it's my Twitch channel or my Discord community server, like if people want to get into this kind of stuff that I stream or do
Yeah.
on my off time,
Yeah.
I'm here to help.
Yeah. Do you, while you are streaming, do you have to deal with mean people? People that just come to your stream and they are mean to you, they say stupid things, mean things. I mean,
Uh, I mean, it's kind of a given, like
mm, yeah,
the
I
the
know.
very obvious thing. I mean, we haven't
Mm,
mentioned it until now, but like the very obvious thing. I'm a furry, so like that's
yeah.
an obvious target that
Yeah.
people will sometimes go after. And
Yeah.
my favorite thing to do to people who want to heckle me,
Mm,
they'll come in, and I like Twitch's new feature where it says first time chatter. That's how
mm,
I know like they're trying to be funny or snarky.
yeah.
And they just come in, and my whole chat gets behind this too. I love this.
Yeah.
It's a big meme that we do to somebody who wants to be snarky. They say, "Are you a furry?"
Oh.
And I'm like, what's that? A furry? And then you just see chat like going
Yeah.
crazy. What's a furry? What the heck is that? What
Yeah.
in the world is that? And
Yeah. Yeah.
you, it's more fun to kind of push away negativity. Somebody who's like
Yeah.
trying to like
Yeah.
goad you into like a bad
Yeah.
response, and
Yeah.
then you just kind of meme them in
Yeah.
response, and it's kind of
Yeah.
funny.
I have to say that I do the same thing to people that come and those that are mean to me when I'm streaming. I start making fun of them because probably I will reply something they weren't expecting to me to reply. So, so yeah, then some people they just leave. They stop talking to me because they weren't expecting me to react in the way I reacted. So I don't get offended with that. So I think what you do is the best thing because it's what I do. Just yeah,
Yeah.
let's go with the
Uh,
flow.
no, definitely. I mean, I do have my limits.
Hmm.
Like if
Of
someone just
course.
immediately comes in and they just start throwing slurs, it's like, get out of here. You're banned.
Yeah.
Be gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
gone.
I
Uh,
am. Oh, I am very much. If they are there and they are mean to me, is something. If they are start to be, impolite to people in my chat, so it's no tolerance. Then I just block them. If
yeah.
they, it's different if they do it towards me and toward my people. Those 5, 6 people watching me. No, I don't. I don't want it. Yeah. So it's nice that you handle these people like that, Russell. It's very
Yes.
nice. Yeah,
Thank
they.
you.
Yeah, I really think it's nice, and yes, I think that's it. I would like to thank you for being here with me and having this nice chat. It was nice to get to know you better, and it was very nice to hear how the Scrubs Go Racing treats you and everyone else in their team.
And likewise, I had a very good time chatting about Forza, chatting about just
Yeah,
racing games and cars in general. This has
yeah.
been great.
Yes, that's what we like. Cars and games.
Absolutely.
But thank you very much. And I just want to say to everyone, if there is anyone you would like to recommend to this podcast, there is a link in the subscription, and just click there and recommend whoever you want. And hopefully, you are going to see this person here with me. Yes. So yes, that's it. Thank you, Russell, also once again for being here with me.
You're
Yeah.
very welcome.
Okay. Bye bye, everyone. Bye.